afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for February 14th, Friday, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. Do you think, you ask yourself this question, do you think problems are really, do you think they really exist? Or are they actually inventions of the mind from circumstances the ego deemed undesirable in reality? Isn't that interesting? So all of our problems are literal inventions of the mind from circumstances that our egos have deemed undesirable in reality. There are only opportunities for our God's growth. And, quote, problems are simply superhighways to transport each of us to higher consciousness. So we're just kind of cruising along in divine perfection. You see, as we start to peel back the layers on how we are constructed and who and what we are, we unravel a lot of the things. A lot of the things that confuse us, misguide us, misdirect us. And so, if you view it and embrace with the understanding that any problems are inventions of the mind from circumstances the ego deemed undesirable. Okay? And actually all there are opportunities for us to experience and grow. And how often do we, ask yourself this, how often do you truly, without reserve, celebrate you? Okay? How many of us really, truly do that? And you know what happens when we celebrate us, ourselves? Then there is more. As we celebrate, we create more to celebrate. See? So when you move yourself into a celebration, when you engage this frequency, you will no longer feel leaving. You know what I mean? Where, some people get to a point where they just decide that prematurely they want to leave the body because they allow things to clutter them, to clog them up. And it is amazing how we become trapped by our own thoughts and how deeply emotional and powerful they can be and not in our favor. See? And I ask people this, I've asked them this several times through the years, is that I ask them, do something truly radical with your time here on earth. Do something every day in some new way. Celebrate the amazing, divine being that you truly are. And say yes to your uniqueness and to your exquisite joy, and welcome the richness of who you are. How many of us really, truly do that? Or are we so wrapped up in quote-unquote problems that basically are what? What are the problems? They're circumstances the ego deemed undesirable. Isn't that wild? So if we just, this is about understanding who and what we are. All these little facets that come in to full focus and view. And when you dive deep into the experience of loving every little thing about you, and for no particular reason at all, it doesn't have to be a special occasion or time. It's just you deeply celebrating, experiencing, and loving every little thing about you, and for no particular reason at all. Because each of us are already an expression of the divine. Does it make any sense? You see how we can get with ourselves where we just weigh ourselves down, and it's almost, we feel like, well, there's no time to do anything that, that's silly. It's celebrate myself. What's that about? What does that mean, celebrate myself? How stupid is that? And that's, a lot of people will have that reaction at first. It's almost like, allow yourself to feel this and be free to celebrate this truth. Because the truth of it is that you're an expression of the divine. Okay? We're each an eternal soul. We're eternal beings. And infinite beings. And see, here's something that I think the external frequencies, externalities that constantly are trying to influence us, they separate us. Because understand something, we never die. Okay? We never die. And the divineness within these bodies never dies, ever. Doesn't this get you somewhat excited? And it's about celebrating this truth of you by spontaneously. Have you ever seen this happen with some people? Where they start spontaneously dancing or singing. No apparent reason. Some people, there's another Fruit Loop over there. And expressing gratitude for being alive. This is the key for so many of us, that we don't embrace this. We allow all of these problems, basically created with the mind and the ego, and we become literally immersed in them on a day-to-day basis. And a lot of the times, if we don't have any, we create them. Now, I'm not saying, okay, I don't have any problems right now, I'm going to create them. It's like an autopilot that, we always have to have problems, don't we? Everybody's got problems. And so you imagine you're just kind of walking along by yourself, and you start skipping like you might have done as a kid. You ever see kids? You remember, you had no reason. You just felt so good and happy, you just decided to start skipping. See? Or rolling, or spinning around with your arms out, and then laying on the ground and watch the sky go in circles. You ever do that as a kid? And it was cool because you were spinning around with your arms out, and you get dizzy, and then you lay on the grass and you stare up at the sky and watch the whole sky spin. It feels like the whole planet is spinning fast. And you didn't do it because, it was just an automatic thing. But celebrating this truth that you will never die, and that you are an eternal being, that your soul, your God, is absolutely never dying. Doesn't it make sense that as we come together with ourselves, that in eventuality, the bodies will literally reciprocate and never end until you decide that you have done what you desired to do for the length of period of time in that body, and then you decide it's time that you would want to move on and leave that. So we each of us are here to honor all of the creativity inside of us in the many, many, many forms that it takes. And the universe, who, by the way, has our backs 24/7, never lets us down, never disappoints us. The only reason that you think that it isn't there is because you've stepped in front of your own way and you block it. Now, I'm not saying you do that on purpose. I'm saying that we just subconsciously will do that. And we wonder, oh, yeah, sure, what happened to the universe in this situation? Well, it's because you were stopping and blocking yourself. And the universe has given us so many blessings. So many, endless. And our job is to receive them with gratitude. Gratitude. Celebrating who you are will help you realize the immense truth of your true power. And it is, yes, you are so amazingly perfect. Just accept it and see what it feels like. A lot of us will fight that because we have so many ingrained, thoughts that we've brought into reality about ourselves that, I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. That's silly. Accept what it feels like, that I'm so amazingly perfect. That's, what is that called? Egotistical. It isn't. It's not ego mind. Ego mind wouldn't let you do that with clearness and openness. It wouldn't. You'd feel guilty doing it. And the more often you can rejoice in who you are, the more amazing experiences you'll attract into your life to celebrate. We're magnets. Remember that. High-powered ones. And we're like a magnetic frequency. And so whatever we put out there, as we move the energy, as powerful as each of us are, it is going to create and come in as a reality. So if you're down and you're, bad-mouthing yourself, guess what's going to happen? You're going to open those doors and invite every single Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Sally, and Jane in, of which none you would care to have as your company. Now, your ego mind may ask this: why should I celebrate little old me? Huh? What have I done or experienced that's worth celebrating? Well, let's just say that whatever you think that is not worth celebrating about you is simply a negative projection from your mind, and it isn't real. It isn't real. And the fact is that the universe has given you this awesome vehicle right in the now, right now, where you can experience the unique gift of pure conscious awareness. And this awareness inside you is actually quite amazing. In fact, it can fill the entire universe. So all these so-called issues, personality nothing more than reflections of a misguided mind. Each problem you have is a result of a misunderstanding of who you truly are. Consciousness is the great unexplored area of life. It is the final frontier. It is the invisible but essential ingredient that even science approaches with fear and trembling. And that was Swami Shankarandana, Ranandada. Now, do you think that mankind has conquered the outer world? Think about this one. Yet, it is this inner, it's your inner world, and consciousness within that has not yet been fully understood and mastered. And the fact is that we are both human and divine. And if we weren't both, this would be one pretty boring world. So we each are so absolutely perfect, exactly, right in this now, the way we are in this sacred balance. It's just like every blade of grass, tree, rose bush is perfect as it is. They don't negate themselves. They don't compare and judge their differences. Can you imagine if they all did? They cannot judge. They're simply love itself. And this is each of our tasks as well. Become a wellspring of love for the unique consciousness within you. All the diversity of this planet is what makes planet Earth Gaia such a breathtaking place to inhabit. That's all the diversity. Each human being, each Homo sapien, uniqueness adds the brilliant color and richness to this planet that we so dearly cherish and love. Now, your so-called flaws, as you see them, are simply unique energy fields that are like imprints from the world giving you dimension and personality. You enrich this world just because you exist. That's it. And not because of what you do. It is because you exist. That's how you enrich this world. This world needs you to be exactly the way you are, or else everyone else wouldn't be the divinely perfect way that they are. Put yourself in a state of mind where you say to yourself, here is an opportunity for you to celebrate like never before. My own power, my own ability to get myself to do whatever it is that is necessary. You are 100% guaranteed to discover this amazing being that you are if you really slow down, stop, and look within. If you don't find it instantly, keep looking. Okay? Keep looking. Because this constant inward journey that we've all decided to take is each of our opportunity to grow. And this is definitely worth celebrating. Stop looking at what you want to change or transform about yourself. Start focusing on this seed of consciousness that is within you. It is amazing to connect with it. There is so much to celebrate when you find the immense simplicity of what is inside. Any part of you that doesn't feel loved, worthy, or deserving to be loved is just waiting to discover this vast consciousness within you. Each part wants to find that it is lovable and can instantly find this when it tunes into your infinite nature, which is divine and will never die. This is the God within you. However you want to call it, soul, God, higher self. And sure, there are zillions of reasons to believe the opposite is true. Yet once you start observing this consciousness within you, you start taking action. And in this world, from a different space, you can truly engage yourself in an activity while celebrating who you are in the moment, in the now. And when you do this, everything will transform. Life has meaning only in the struggle. Triumph or defeat is in the hands of the gods. So let us celebrate the struggle. And that was Swami Sivananda. Now try this for yourselves. First thing when you wake up in the morning is to jump up and down and shout your first name. You are amazing and perfect. I love you. Throw a party in your honor and invite your closest friends. You see how we've been trained? What do you think most people would think if you say, why don't you do that? Have your friends share why they feel you are a beautiful child of God. Send yourself a love note. Pick out the most beautiful card. Write about how much you love who you are, as if you were writing your most beloved partner. Use tender, sweet words of praise. Sing a song about how amazing you are, and just make up the words and lyrics as you go. Take a day off and declare it your own day to celebrate you. Spend the entire day doing what you truly, deeply want to do. Eat ice cream, walk in the park, swing in a swing, get on a teeter-totter, read a book, go dancing. I think you get the gist of it. And go ahead and enjoy your life. You can do it. We all can. Sing praises about yourself in the mornings, just like you would sing love songs to your beloved, who you are underneath. All these ideas about yourself is so exquisite, so absolutely divine and perfect. That's us, each of us. How many of us do that? Oh, I don't know. That's my friends do. They think I was off my gourd. Or super conceited or something. Oh, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. You see how we negate to celebrate ourselves? It's amazing. You know? Well, we do that at a birthday. Not really. Not much. That's once a year. Why do you have to have a special occasion to celebrate you? To celebrate who and what you are in the moment, in the now. I don't really think you do. Do you need to have a special time? A holiday or something? Every day is a celebration each and every one of us can choose to be in of ourselves. Every day. And it's about the more that you and each of us praise and celebrate our lives, what happens? More wonderful things appear for us to continue to celebrate us. Celebrate you. This is meditation. Celebrate you. Celebrate who you truly are. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are, and the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. Just make sure you drop those shoulders, because I'll guarantee the majority of us crunch them. We don't know it. And you say, wow, I didn't realize I was stressing that much. Why the heck was I stressing about? It's automatic. It's automatic. That good old ego mind, boy, I tell you, it comes in like a flood. So drop the shoulders, let everything go. It's a little, again, like the balloon or the boat with no oars going downstream. It is a little, you're a little apprehensive at first. You say, but what if I take too much ballast out of this basket and I go way up and I can't breathe? What if it breaks and I'm too high? Okay? All of these ego-motivated thoughts come in. Instead of just saying, I'm going for it. I'm here to live my life and enjoy and celebrate myself and everything around me. So why in the heck am I sitting here on a stool fretting about doing anything? So you let it all go. Let it all go. The universe has always had your back. You just go with the flow. And as you do this, the body responds. You say, body, how you feeling? Are you relaxing? I think we are. Are we relaxing? Yes, we are. Great. Because I'm not coming up with any problems or anything. I'm just kind of free spacing. So then we move into the now. Because the now is it. It's everything. The past, the present, and the future exist only in the now. Okay? We know about the past. It's what we've experienced that it's now, the old saying, water under the bridge. We don't visit it again. We move forward. We create as we go. We celebrate every step we take. So do we go into the room with all of our baggage overflowing and we grab it all and roll it in to create our futures? And then relive in some way, shape, or form what we have already experienced? That doesn't make any sense. It's up to each of us to do that. But I think when you start understanding who and what you are, you say, I don't have any reason to do that. I'm looking forward. I'm moving forward. And so in the now, right now, each and every one of us are creating our futures. We're honing and polishing and cutting and carving, painting, sorting, blending colors, moving the landscapes of our future. And literally, as I've said, we are the artists. We are the creative power. We are the orchestra. We are the conductor. We are the designers. We are the constructors, builders. We are everything, and all it is us designing what we desire to be in, to experience. And also we still the mind by being in the now. We still the ego mind. It goes and takes a nap on the couch. Subconscious mind just kind of gets in the back and sits down. So you don't have all of that chatter. You're focused only on the now. How can you have that chatter if you're truly focused on the now? How would you be entertaining thoughts from the ego mind or subconscious if you were only in the now? If you're not in the now, you will have that chatter. But if you're in the now, it will be stilled. Stillness of mind. And then we want to breathe. We want breath in through our nose and breath out through our mouths. Breathing is so important. It relaxes us. It eases us. It calms us. It oxygenates our blood. It fills our lungs in order to do that. And so we breath in and we hold it for just briefly to focus 3 seconds. We use the frequencies by words of I am light, I am love, I am. I am light, I am love, I am. I am light, I am love, I am. And then we exhale, breath out through the mouth. Nice and easy, let go. And you know, you can visualize as you're breathing out, you're letting go of all the things that really don't serve you really any purpose at all. Anything that's irritating you, bothering you, causing problems, pressures, everything. Let it go. Breath it out. You know, in with the good, out with the bad. And you visualize that. It works quite well. And then as you breath in, you want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking, and you're breathing in divine positive energy. Where does that come from? Well, it comes from the kingdom of God within you, and it comes from everywhere else. It comes from source creation, that which created us. It comes from the deep eternal love that we are. It comes from the fact that you are one super fantastic divine being that is immortal. It just comes from that understanding of how wonderful you truly are every single second you exist. Non-stop. Beautiful, wonderful, powerful, eternal. And that comes in as you breath in, collective consciousness of this planet Earth Gaia, the collective consciousness of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Comes in through your God, and through the heart mind, not the ego mind. You feel it as a warm vibration. It literally basks you and saturates you. And there is no question, and there is no arguing of who and what you truly are. An absolutely super omnipotently powerful perfection divine being. Why wouldn't you care to celebrate that every moment you can? Now, as you breath out, of course, you will have the ego mind continuously trying to convince you that, no, you come over here, you don't do all that silly stuff. That you don't feel comfortable with it anyway, don't do it. Just keep doing and creating problems through me, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. See? But guess what? You're breathing that out. You're eliminating it. You're letting it go. So guess what, ego? I'm not going to succumb to your direction anymore. I am in charge here. You will follow my direction through the heart mind. And I love you, and you'll see how much more wonderful it'll be. So we have many with us that are numerous. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of them. They're a civilization, just like ours. The only difference is they vibrate at a different frequency than we do. And they appear differently than we do. And sometimes we see them in human form, humanoid form. And sometimes we feel them. We interact with them all the time. And we embrace them. And they us. And they've been with us since the beginning. And they all vibrate at such a high frequency as we are right now, of the highest of deepest eternal love, from the highest of deepest eternal love, and the highest of deepest gratitudes. It's the same with the Ascended Masters. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Hell, Thought, many, many, many more. What's the difference between them and us? Only a few things. Why are they called Ascended Masters? Because they've learned and experienced many things. Because they consciously enter body and leave body. Because they operate from pure consciousness. They don't operate with ego. Doesn't exist. They operate with stillness of mind. They've ascended out of body and maintain a God form. We, our gods, ascend into these bodies to continually experience and master. See? Why don't we see them every day? They're in God form. Your God is in the body. You're still discovering the God that you are. And when you put all that together, and you definitely embrace the celebration that you are every split second, then you'll see them. You'll interact with them as they will you. If they're of the highest and deepest eternal love, from the highest and deepest eternal love, and the highest and deepest gratitude. So we're all together. Trillions of the archangels and the angels. Massive amounts of ascended masters. So arm in arm, hand in hand, we form a circle of light, a halo. Where does the light come from? It comes from within us. It is a massive, brilliant, super hyper frequency of the highest of deepest eternal love. And that creates this beautiful, spectacular brilliance of white light that saturates and grays the darkness of space. And so as we do this and we join, we encase this planet, Earth, Gaia, from its equator as we are circled on and above and below it, and ourselves in everything. This is like a gossamer glittering field of colors that aren't seen here, on Earth. The greens are 1,000 times more green. The purples 1,000 times more purple. I mean, the depth of the colors are absolutely spectacular. And what are they? They're high frequencies, and the colors represent the frequency to also remind us of what we are, what our abilities are, just some of them. You talk about the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. Raphael reminds us that this is our power. This is our ability to heal. Okay? And the purple, violet, blue flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a reminder. Michael asks us to remember who we are. And he uses this color, these multiple colors of this flaming light, to just understand that we're super powerful. And we are very strong and very, very in resolve. So the violet ray, what is that? Well, the violet ray reminds us of our abilities to cleanse just through the heart, mind, and through our intent. To cleanse, purify areas, people, all over, from any graph, any attachment, any low frequency causing disturbance. And the purple transmuting flame, we use that to transmute these low frequencies into neutral light substance. And we just flick it back to source creation. Of whence it came, so shall it be one again. The white fire is literally the highest of deepest eternal love light frequencies that protects us. It vibrates at such a high frequency that the lower dark matter frequencies cannot hold form. This isn't complicated. And the golden white pink light of deep eternal love, that's what we're made of. That's what Source created us out of, deep eternal love. These are reminders, these spectrums, these vibrant colors are frequencies to continually remind us of how powerful we are and why that we choose to celebrate our existence always, as much as possible. So we are protected unless we lower our frequencies and fly open the front doors and let every Tom, Dick, and Harry come in. It's our choice. So we float up above the planet. We elevate, arm in arm, hand in hand. And as we do this, we go outside the body. We step outside the body. We float above the head effortlessly. And we're receiving constantly in direct contact on an equalized plane of Source creation, of which we are of. And it just floods and saturates us nonstop. It is the highest frequency that can be. Complete nirvana. And so we're compelled to call out to the other Source creations, basically the rest of our families. And these are all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in the highest and deepest gratitudes in this meditation, and it's now in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and they come in the Googleplexes. The Googleplex will fill this universe. That's massive. And they come in the billions and trillions of Googleplexes from every direction. Their gods with our gods with theirs, arm in arm, hand in hand, with us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. And we're all one. And we're all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the inhabitants of Hollow Earth, Agartha, Beneath Earth, Inner Earth, Hollow Earth, all of them. There's many, many, many civilizations. And only those who are of the highest of deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest and deepest gratitudes can join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. And they're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness and kindness, generosity and humbleness. Bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and they come arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the highest of deep eternal love. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the galactics, off-worlders. There's many of these civilizations. Just to name a fraction, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Syrians, the Pleiadians, and just many, many, many more. Only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light, in the highest of deepest eternal love. In gratitudes. They're in full compassion and non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. They have been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. They're gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deep eternal love. We are all one, and we are all love, and our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call out to our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this circle of light, in this now. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, stillness of mind, non-ego, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. And we're all one. And we're all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on this planet Earth Gaia, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. And just to name a few of them, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur, and many, many, many more. They're at stillness of mind, non-ego, non-judgment, non-negativity, gentleness, kindness, generosity and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and they come in the trillions. Shapes, colors, size, forms, configurations of which we've never seen before. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. They're they're of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. Their gods with our gods with theirs. And we're all one. And we're all love. And our God-light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We created this sphere over 2 years ago. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. All of them. Hundreds and hundreds of them. They don't dissipate. They aren't eliminated. They are not brief. They are eternal. This sphere can be seen, therefore, the sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. It floods all of us. It saturates us. The highest, the deepest eternal love of that which we were created out of by source creation, who in turn created Time Source Creator God, who in turn created Mother Father God, who in turn created all the gods. And you can feel it because it lifts the very fabric of creation. It supercharges it higher and higher and higher, deep, eternal love, light frequencies. And we blend and flow. It goes in, around, above, and below. It saturates everything. How can there not be a God planet? How can there not be? When we are the God, and we are the love, and we are the celebration. We look down upon this planet, we see all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest value in all of the universes. We embrace it. They are flooded. Do you honestly believe that the collective consciousness isn't being bathed in this high frequency? It is. It's being flooded. It is shifting every split second into higher existence. Constant changes. And we're immersed. And we're celebrating, all of us, each of us, of who we truly are. Celebrate you. And may all of us come to full circle and begin to embrace the divinity that we are and celebrate it every single chance we get. Join you in meditation. I'll return to close us out. everything about you. All of us do. And it is a guarantee that if you get into that and you begin to embrace celebration that you are, watch what happens. Watch what flows in. It's unending. And it's phenomenal. So try it. Celebrate yourself. Doesn't have to be any special occasion. Just do it. See how nice it is. See how rewarding it is. See how high of a frequency it fills you with. So take this for the rest of the day, into the evening at night, and into the following morning. And we will be back here February 15th, Saturday, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue the Global Guided Meditation.